Welcome to Goon Squad Anime, where we talk about all the anime that you're going to be watching. I'm Rome from Chicago.
I'm MC2K.
I'm Asian Nick, and this week we'll be talking about Black Clover, episode 120, Dawn.
I was right. All the predictions I made last week all happened. I told you everybody was going to be going away. Everybody's going away, and then now they're going to go focus on rebuilding the Clover Kingdom.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yes, and then we also found out that Yuno is actually the soul that was inside him was the unborn child for Lich.
Okay, so that I did have a question about that. So is he the unborn child? Because he did mention he is like fighting alongside
his son.
Yeah,
it was like fighting alongside his son, but he didn't have a son before, so that's his unborn child.
So that's really what that was. Okay.
Yes.
I honestly didn't know. I was like, I should probably I honestly didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't get like the backstory on how that happened yet, though.
No. They like kind of like tease who it's going to be, and then they finally revealed it that was his unborn son, that his soul that was inside him at the end. So, and then we also get to see Asta's demon once again, but this time it's like clear and he's actually talking to him. And he's like, "Hey, I'm a fucking badass."
He finally had words with the other demon. Yeah. Finally.
So, and it's kind of curious that the other demon doesn't really know him, but I think he's from the same universe as that.
I would do they are from the same universe, but at the time he was asking them like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "It doesn't matter, loser."
I mean, Asta's demon is fucking badass, and it seems like he's probably gonna be like really super powerful eventually.
Yeah. I can see that. Like he's one of the like OP characters.
Yeah.
And that's what I said last week. Asta's gonna eventually, him and the demon gonna be like best friends or whatever. Yeah. And then from that point on, Asta's gonna start relying on him, and Yuna's gonna fucking be like, nope, stop using him.
Yeah. And then we also know that Asta's grimoire is actually Lich's grimoire.
Yeah, because he tried to give it back.
Right.
And Lich was like, yeah, it's yours now. You can have it.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Yeah, so that means he could become as powerful as Lich, if not even more powerful.
He still don't have magic.
I mean, but I think he'll
have
probably
magic.
develop like full control over anti-magic.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be a walking anti-magic.
He'll be a anti-magic user. That's
better than having magic.
Because obviously you saw that when he got his new sword, that thing propelled him and he was flying and everything.
That's because he had the wing. All right, so what happens when he gets into like when he can't pull out his wing and then he has to go fly somewhere? What are that? He got to rely on Yuna again?
Yep.
Trash. This is why he'll never be Wizard King.
It makes everybody useful.
So I will say, Sakurai she does have a little faith in him though.
She does. She has. What are you talking about? She has lots of faith in him. She thinks he's going to be the next Wizard King, or not. I wouldn't say the next Wizard King, but he's going to be a Wizard King eventually.
I mean, he'll probably get there because he has like that. Well, he like makes people gravitate towards him. Like they talk about him, they make fun of him, but then they end up liking him. So I think he'll probably.
We say the same thing. We can argue the same thing about Yuno though. Everyone loves Yuno. There's not a person there who doesn't love Yuno.
But his is more of like.
That's not true. There's not people that like Yuno.
He just like looks cool, but he doesn't like. Bring people together.
Right, and the only people that really like Yuno are girls because they think he's fucking hot.
Not important.
Yeah,
not important.
But like,
minus like the two girls that are all.
So most of the guys are just jealous of him though. They're like, who does this guy think he is? Blah blah blah.
Because he has the grimoire that's like 4 leaf.
Exactly. So they're all
or whatever, and he doesn't like react to anything. He doesn't ever really talk.
Right, he's very cocky, which I don't mind. I like him being cocky though, that he can, hey, I'm fucking better than you.
And he has his fairy spirit, who just came back. Finally, she is back.
I think she's only back because he freaking powered down. So I guess when he powers up, she has to be part of him for it to work.
So that's what I was saying. Is like when he's at that little green aura that's on his body, that's her.
The crown.
Yeah.
I think the crown was one she fuses with him.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then Charmy is back to normal.
Is she back to normal though, or did we just see her like that's how she looks to us?
I think it's twofold. She doesn't think that's how she looks to us, but I think she always thinks she looks like that tall, very beautiful woman that we see that she turns into when she's overpowered.
So if that's the case, like, so the sheep that she makes, right?
Yeah.
When she's tall, she makes a wolf. So does she see it as a wolf or does she see it as a sheep?
I think she sees. I don't know. I think she knows it's sheep because remember, like when she talks and like when she's making food, she references the sheep.
Right. She's like, "Hey, sheepies, make me food."
Yeah. So like I don't think the animal part matters, but the way she looks, I think she sees herself the same all the time. We just see her different when like her emotions and stuff. We see her differently.
Okay, that makes sense. So when she's all like angry and powered up, she goes back to her normal self.
Yeah.
And when she's all happy and sitting on people's lap, she's just a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So now, also too, Lumiere's gone. He's broken down like dust in
Again?
the wind.
What I predicted, I told you he was gonna go away. So now, the statue that was sitting on top of the old demon skull,
Yeah.
are they gonna make a new statue or just gonna leave it alone? Like, what happens now with that?
I think they just leave it alone. I think that
No,
all that demon skull, wasn't it destroyed once the new demon was?
no, so it's still there. So
Okay.
when Sakura went to the statue, she put the little magic emblem.
Oh yeah, that's true.
inside of it,
Sorry.
and then he came back. So I was thinking maybe they just make a new statue because that was always the statue for the first Wizard King.
I mean, they could. I mean, but I doubt that's going to play a role into anything. I doubt we even see that area anymore.
That goes into no. That's where Asta's and them home is.
I know, but I don't think you're going to see be close enough to see the statue anymore. Like, I don't think it's going to matter. I think they're just going to leave it be. Like, hey, you're going to forget this because we're going to show you other stuff.
Yeah.
That was how the first.
Or if anything, it might be like a filler episode,
right?
Where they rebuild it or something.
Again, that was how you remember the first Wizard King. Like, who's the second Wizard King? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You know why? Because he doesn't have a statue. That's the point I'm trying to make.
That's true.
The first Wizard King had a statue on top of a demon skull. That's why everybody remembered him.
Yeah, but what do y'all think about Sakura, aka Nero? Do you think
what she's gonna do?
Yeah, what she's gonna do?
She's immortal.
I mean, I think part of me feels like she's gonna become a part of the Black Bulls, or like be like in an advisory role. Like she's gonna stick around to be around because she believes in and she thinks but Asta, and she thinks he's gonna be Wizard King. So she's probably gonna stick around.
Yeah, I think she'll probably still stick around in her board form and just tag along on all his adventures, and I see her eventually probably helping them out when need be. Because
she has a lot of power though, like being able to seal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think she would like stay in her like human form now?
She could. What's her name? Noelle. She's all jealous though.
Oh yeah.
She was so
Man, Noelle is
everybody.
jealous of everyone that likes She's like, oh, look at that. She's all hot. Do you think she likes Asta?
And she was like, It's like because she was like she was a bird at first, and then she's like okay, now she has another someone someone else who's a threat to her.
She gets mad whenever Mimosa like heals Asta.
Yeah. No, I don't want you healing Asta or even touching him because I can't touch him.
That man's on the brink of death and you mad because he can heal.
So then we have Patry, and he finally gave back his body to Vengeance.
Yeah.
He needs to put his mask back on.
Yeah, I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, he needs his mask.
Put the mask back on. I was like, when you had it on, you look cool. Without it, get rid of that thing.
Right. And so when Patry actually tried to leave and his soul was going to heaven, I guess, we see Rad's cast Soul Abductor, and he keeps him here. And Patry actually is welcome to a point, so that way he can actually atone for his sins that, he did.
So what does that mean, atone for your sins? Does that mean he's going to spend out his life in prison? That's kind of wasteful.
I think that'd be a waste of a character and a build-up. I think when we thought about he's gonna help rebuild and then probably become a captain.
The Purple Orcas, they are vacant. Their little captaincy is vacant.
That is true.
So he could feel that.
I mean, it'd be cool.
But then, at the same time, the people who are already there, are they going to just be like...
Yeah, they're not just going to let... There's going to be some contention,
They're going to be like, oh, you think you just roll up here after you destroyed Clover Kingdom? Get out of here, you.
Well, the other thing is, too, is I don't know if all the Magic Knights really know that he destroyed all the kingdom.
So only people who really know are the people who are like actually involved.
Involved, right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think there might be some pushback, but I think for the most part, since he was misunderstood and does have a change of heart, that they're gonna let him atone for his sins, and eventually let him be a captain maybe, or at least help rebuild the Clover Kingdom, and hopefully he'll turn out great.
So does Vengeance takes back over for the Golden Dawn, or does he step down and let someone else take his spot?
Why would he step down?
I mean, because he still did kill Julius, regardless of somebody else being in his body.
But if you're possessed, you can't get blamed for that. And the only person that saw the death was Yami.
So if somebody possessed you and you rob a bank, who just robbed that bank?
But that's different. What I'm saying is, like, if it was like in front of like the whole entire town, where he got possessed and they all witnessed Van just kill him, and all in their minds is like, oh, Van just murdered, and then that'd be different. But like, only person saw it was Yami, so it's not like Yami's gonna make a big deal about it since he knows.
And
what
Yami
happened.
knows it was. Yami does know that it was Patry that killed him, but he also know that he was at a dark place. I think Yami does forgive him, and we also see that Julius isn't truly dead at the end. He comes back in a younger form, but we don't know what that means yet. And plus, Julius, before he died, I think was also going to give Vengeance the Wizard King spot. I think that's who.
What?
Yeah, I think that he was next in line to take the Wizard King.
No.
Everyone thought that too. Everyone else said that he was next in line.
He was the obvious candidate, like it seemed.
Well, yeah, because he had the personality to be a Wizard King.
And he had the number one team, number one.
Yeah. So we get it. The Golden Dawns were way above. But look, the Black Bulls came from a deficit.
For
themselves up to number 2.
The problem is that yes, we all want Yami 2020.
Yes,
but
I don't think Yami wants to do that. And
yeah,
just from the outside looking in, if you had to pick somebody, it would have been Vengeance because he had everything.
Because
going for him.
if he takes over, this gives his chance to be the leader or at least vice captain of the Golden Dawn.
He won't be vice captain. I still got the other guy. The guy who's his senior, who's above him.
With the glasses?
Yeah. That's why I said he's the captain, and he'll be the vice captain.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. I can say it that way, but I just don't see Vengeance want to take over as the Wizard King. It's like one of those things, like, your pride is like, he goes, after everything that's happened...
he may feel like he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But I feel like Yami will probably, talk him into it, because Yami doesn't want it. So, and I feel like Julius wanted one of the two of them probably to succeed him. So that's what I think would happen.
Yeah. So with younger Julius, what do y'all think that means? Do you think that's actually truly him, or
I feel like
it's a reincarnated and he remembers nothing?
I think I don't think they'll let him remember anything.
He's just back as a kid again?
Yeah. I think they make some more interesting stories.
If he can't remember anything?
Yeah, because if he remembers everything, it's just like, okay, then why we go through the death and everything?
So if he don't remember everything, what happens to him then? He's no longer the Wizard King. Somebody has to...
I think he's going to be still treated as the Wizard King.
He can't be treated as the Wizard King. He's a kid now. If he doesn't
it doesn't matter. He still owns the title, no matter what it is.
But if he doesn't remember... Think about...
Yeah, I think they'll still either have an interim king, because he can't rule as a kid. You can still be kind of like with any monarchy. Even though they might be the next king,
somebody
they're too young. Somebody takes over until they're old enough.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Well, we'll see you next week, and we'll see you next week on our next episode.
Play the music.